If you're showing your clients 80, say 150 photos at each of your photo sessions, then you're probably killing your sales. We only show them 32, and I'm going to go through why, and it makes a massive difference to your sale. It's only a very short video, this one today, but it's something that's really powerful and makes a massive difference to your sales almost instantly. But if you are showing tons of photos, you've got to be a little bit brave to drop all the way back down to 32. Now, for us, we find that 32 is a fantastic number to show the clients. It gives them a ton of variety. Now, we couple this with setting their expectations in the photo shoot and on the phone. So if a client ever asks us, so how many pictures will we see? We will let them know we aim for around about 15 to 20 photos. Now, this does two things. First of all, I can have a really bad photo shoot. Now, if you're a family photographer, if you shoot children, you'll know that these things can happen. And so we say we aim for 15 to 20 really good individual photos for you. That way, if I have a bad photo shoot and I've only got 21 shots to show them, I've still exceeded their expectations. Now, the second thing is when they come back into the design consultation room to see their photos and design the wall art, I can then use another line where I go, oh my gosh, we aim for about 15 to 20. And Little Un did amazing. Your family got 32 photos. That is insanely good. And it just raises them up. I think gets them into this excited mood, which you need for the value of your photos to go up as well. Now, there's another reason which is more important as to why we aim for 32. We've been photographing children for over 15 years. We used to have 3 studios at one point, and so we would do over 300 clients per month across the 3 studios. So at that point, we were able to gather data really fast. What we found was once we went above 32, the sales started to drop. When we looked into it to try and figure out why, because we do packages where it's so much per image, but once you hit a certain amount, you get all the photos. So you could argue going, well, somebody who's got 40 pictures is definitely going to say yes to whatever my offer is if it's the same price as if they just had 32 or if they have 60 or something like that. What you find is once you go above 32, it's easier for the client to, one, turn around and go, well, what am I going to do with all these pictures? I don't need 40, 50, 60 pictures. At which point, what was your response to that? Because the answer is probably no, you don't, you're right. At which point, if you've got, say, for us, we're £1,000 for all the digitals. Now, if somebody turns around and goes, well, I don't need 50 pictures, so can we take 20 of them out and they come down to 30? The client can't justify in their head going, well, I don't want those 20, so that's an absolute no. But I don't want to pay £1,000 for 30 if it was £1,000 for 50. And so, again, it makes it more difficult. It hurts the sale. On top of that, if they say no to one picture, it then makes it so much easier for them to say no to more pictures. So once they go, no, I'm not a fan of that one, they can then go, actually, I don't like this and I don't like that, and it can very quickly snowball. That might be something that you're noticing at the moment, and that can really hurt you kind of ego-wise. Just your photography, it's your artwork. So when you have a client there going, oh, no, 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 it's really difficult to hear that going, I love these photos, but your client's not thinking in the same mindset as you. They don't know you've poured your heart and soul into creating these photos and how many hours have gone into the editing and stuff. All they're worried about is, well, I don't need all of them, so no, 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 no. And I don't mean to be offensive, but I'm going to try and justify why I don't want it, and so they'll give a reason why they don't like it, and that can hurt you. So for us, key thing to take away from this video is try and show 32 pictures. Now that is our rule in our studio. We do fluctuate. I absolutely hate it when I see a client seeing 40 photos. Now the hard part is, say, when you've got twins. If you have twins for a baby shoot, it's very difficult to cull it all the way down because you're going to have individual photos of each, and then you're going to have photos of them together, and then family photos as well. So that can be quite difficult to do. But if you are showing 80, 100, 150 photos at each of your photo sessions, my advice is cull that all the way down and think about what they're actually going to do with these pictures. It will make a massive difference. It's something you can implement right now, and you will see an increase in people going for all of your digitals or wall art or album or whatever it is you're trying to sell within the studio. Hope that helps, guys. Let me know in the comments how many photos it is that you do show your clients on average, and what kind of feedback you get from your clients. Do you see pushback when you're showing so many, or do you struggle to even get to 32 to show them? In which case there's different edits and crops that I can run through with you, which really save a very bad shoot. Guys, that's everything, and I will leave you to it. Catch you in the next one. Bye.